We're gonna go one knee down. Okay, so we're gonna play a game I call rumble wrestling. Again, I have no idea why I call it this, it just feels right. Both of us have the same job of trying to lock our hands on our partner's leg or body to win the game. But we both have to either keep one knee on the floor or one elbow on the floor while trying to get to our partner. I don't want this to turn into knee wrestling. I want you guys to really get mobile, try to get side to side, get in your partner's head and hands, try to get them out of the way, and get behind your partner. Also, front headlocks are not a win, but we can use this to try and get behind our partner or get to the legs. Okay?
Yep, at least one knee, at least one elbow.
One knee or one elbow on the ground at all times. Front headlocks are not a win, but you can use them.
Fair.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go. Yep. Get to a leg or get to a body. Any leg, any body, as long as it's behind them. I want you to try and do two things while playing this. Get on your partner's head and try to get behind him. Okay? You guys can join. It's okay. Maybe when we're fighting for mat space. we're both trying to lock hands or on a leg or a torso, but we both have to keep at least one knee or one elbow on the ground at all times. Front headlocks aren't to win, but you can use it to try and lock hands around a leg or a torso.
That's okay.
Nice. Let's watch the clustering, guys. Remember, front headlock isn't to win, but you can use it to try and get to a leg or a torso. Should have added in, get on your partner's hands, get behind while doing so. Lock hands around a leg or a torso to win. Really should have emphasized seeking side-to-side movement and clearing hands, making them heavy, especially for the next set of games. I think this is an okay constraint, though. How about you, Colin? So, hands and knees on the floor. I'm gonna start top player. We're covering our partner's head with locked hands. I don't care if you guys include a head and arm or just grab the torso. Whatever connection you pick, you don't have to stay there. I just want you to always be covering your partner's head and keeping their hands on the floor for as long as you can. While covering your partner's head and trying to keep his hands on the floor, I want you to also look to bring your partner's hips to the floor any way you can and keep them there for as long as you can while maintaining a covered head. It could look like getting my legs back in front and using them to try and move him around and get his hips down. It could look like using twisting to try and get my partner to the floor. Or simply driving in and keeping it down. Bottom player, I want you to uncover your head and face your partner. That could be uncovering your head and sitting to a seated position. Come back. Working to take yourself away from the floor and uncovering your head. Or trying to use as much movement as you can to clear my connections by going side to side and using that to try and get behind. All of which are uncovering your head. Use those things in any order, any combination you want together to help you uncover your head. That's pretty much it. Okay? For right now, no figure fours. Locked hands, elbows. I don't care, just no traditional anaconda, darce, rear naked choke grip. Okay, the next set will be more conducive to that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's much better language. Go. Top player, keep your partner's head covered. You don't have to keep your hands locked. I just, oh my God. Keep your head, keep going, keep going. Try to build up and face your partner. Top player, keep the head covered, make their hands heavy. Get your partner's hips to the mat and keep them there for as long as you can. Bottom player, fight connections and uncover your head. Good, get your feet between you and him and kick him over. Nice, get back up, keep his head covered. Try to get chest to win. You got to face him. Keep peeking out, keep peeking out. Good, keep his hips on the floor. Nice. We'll start using movement. Just reset back in the corner, guys. Good. Try pulling away, try backing up. Keep his head covered. Nice, turn the face, turn the face. I'll count that as a win. Let's reset. He's a tradesman. Got strong hands. Nice. Tuck your head for the Schultz. Watch the edge, watch the edge. Let's move back towards the center. Don't switch, just go over here.
Quick note, guys, since a lot of you guys don't come to fundamentals, I always tell people class starts like on the hour, so you want to show up like 10 minutes early if you want to stretch or not miss the beginning of the first game. You're not in trouble. It's just you don't want to miss the first game. You want a chance to stretch out, so we don't do that in class. 10 minutes early is on time. That makes sense.
No, we're supposed to scream Corayo and...
You guys, 30 laps, 50 push-ups.
How far are you going? We're going to start again from double knees down, double hands down. Top player, we're starting in the same position, covering our partner's head with locked hands. Again, you can start from a head and arm or behind both elbows. Top player, your job is still to stay on top, hold your partner down, making their hands stay on the floor or bring their hips to the floor. While doing this, you win by either getting behind your partner and locking your hands, or submitting your partner with an arm in or naked strangle. So that means I'm getting my arm deeper enough around my partner's neck, so I'm closing off both sides and connecting to my arm in any way that you can, where I can get compression. Or I include his arm and his neck, same thing. I'm getting deep enough to include both sides of his neck and squeeze. We can do this by getting our legs back in front. Or we can do this by getting his hips to the floor and continuing the process of closing off both sides of the neck until we can squeeze and compress. With the grips, you guys can go palm to palm, palm to bicep, or anything in between. It does not matter. The only thing is we have to close off both sides of the neck with just the neck or the arm and the neck. Okay? Still, what's that? For like triangles and, what was it, neckties and shit? Yeah, doesn't matter. Just make sure it's like a continuous thread. Yeah, bottom player, same thing. We're using movement to uncover our head and face our partner. Seated guard, standing, reversing to top. I want bottom player to either build off of the floor or get your limbs back in front to get your partner off your head. The more movement you can generate, the more chances you have to escape. Okay, they're trying to hold you still, don't let them hold you still. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go. What? If your partner's hands are on the floor, it's easier to get behind or start attacking the neck. Keep their head covered. Try to bring their hips to the floor. Bring them as close to the ground as you can so you can control them more. If the head's covered, you guys can go wherever you want. Trying to get behind or compress the neck, getting your legs between you and your partner is probably going to help. Nice. Keep your legs between you and him. Use it to make space. Good. Try to make that circle with your arms as small as you can. Try to make his hands heavier. Him resisting that is going to help you get behind or attack the neck more, but really try to make something happen with that. We can choke just the neck or the arm with the neck. Either one's okay. Keep it covered. We can choke from on top or from bottom. If you guys have the neck covered and legs between you and them, it's okay. Nice. You know, someone will like shoot on a double leg and you get a chest strap, you're kind of like this in between, like you're sitting with their head covered. Try to get to something like that with an arm and a neck or just the neck. Use that to help you get a choke in. Okay, similar looking thing. Good. Sit to your butt. Get your legs between you and him. Good. Try to get an arm and a neck or just the neck. Yes. Side pin, you're not, or go on your knees. Side pin, you're not chest to chest.
I can't hear you.
No, I'm sorry, man. Screw this a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna start bottom player. You're on your side, rotated toward your partner, and your shoulders facing the ceiling. Top player, double knees down. We're not chest to chest yet. Top player is looking to win by covering your partner's head. Go like north-south with your hips, cover my head. And flatten me to both my shoulders on the mat. Bottom player, you cannot win. We're just looking to keep our arms. We're trying to use our arms to keep our partner from covering, touching our head, and not let them flatten us. We're not allowed to retract our legs back in front to get back to a guard. We're intentionally staying in bottom side control. Ryan's looking to cover my head and get chest to chest to flatten me out. I can still use my leg to move myself away, but I'm not allowed, like I said, to get my legs back in front. Go on your back. Top player, while looking to cover the head and flatten your partner, I want you to get your partner's hands off of you any way you can and look to get underneath, inside of, behind, however you want to phrase it, their elbows to help you clear their hands and get closer to the shoulders to cover the head and flatten your partner to the mat. Okay? Top player, no going to mount or anything. We're just doing side pins right now. You can go anywhere around your partner's body that you want, just no mounting or taking them back.
And just hold them there or just over?
We're trying to bring bottom player from rotated in to flatten to the floor and cover their head with anything you want. Cross face, reverse cross face, your hips, anything you want.
Hold them there as long as you can.
If bottom player gets flattened, you lose, switch top bottom. Okay,
Yep.
It's a good question though. 1, 2, 3. Phrase that better. Bottom players, start with your hands inside your top player's arms, so like touching their bicep or something like that. Yeah. Go. Bottom player, we cannot connect to our partner with our legs, but we can connect to the floor to help us move and keep our head uncovered. Top player, you can go anywhere you want around your partner. We're just trying to cover the head with anything we can and put them on their back. Clear hands, get inside elbows, cover the head. Start, top player is not chest to chest yet.
Well, that's where he ended up. He's asking if that was the one.
Or do you go to like north-south?
Flatten him more and cover his head. Nice. Nice. I'll count it. I mean, you can go towards the legs if you want. It's not wrong. See if you can pin him without interacting with his legs. I'm not saying it's better or worse, but I just want to see what you can do with that. Bottom player, interact with top player's arms. Connect to their wrists, connect to their elbows, get inside their arms. Don't let them touch your head. Always face your partner. can cover bottom player's head with any part of our body. Get him to his back. I'll explicitly add in for you guys, bottom player, always face your partner. Again, what you're doing isn't wrong. Like, there are guys where I've been behind them like that, and I'm like, I can't fucking do anything. I try to face them all the time. Clear hands and fall on top of your partner. Good, try to get inside ties. Keep them away from you. Keep them away from your head and shoulders. Should have told them, always face your partner. I just don't want to add in chest to back as a win condition for this. I want to keep the game smaller, so we can add that in next. Keep his head away from you. Make space, keep space. Extend away, push him away from you. Keep your head uncovered, keep your back off the mat. I have any perspective on this game. I'm thinking of it in dealing with problems of extension and rotation. Go flatten your back. The game we just played was to try and help you guys experience dealing with the problems of a partner rotating in and extending their arms away. But I took away him retracting his legs to get back in front and basing, meaning he can't get back to a guard, he can't try to sweep us or get up to his feet. This time, bottom player's flatten his back, and top player has both their elbows on one side of his body and both of my knees on the other. Ryan has his arms tight to his body and inside of mine. Top player wins by locking hands underneath one of your partner's arms. I don't care if it's something as simple as this or if it's something like a figure four, I'm still locking my hands, connecting to my own body, and isolating one of my partner's arms. If you're having success with that repeatedly, I want you to look to get underneath both of your partner's arms and lock your hands. If you're still having success, I then want you to get underneath both your partner's arms and cover their hips from the front, start turning away, or from the back to win. You guys can scale it for yourselves depending on how successful you are with getting under one, both, or both and covering hips, front or back. Bottom players trying to generate movement and keep their hands on us so they can make space to get their feet back in front with their back up off the mat. Go back. Generate movement and create space to stand up. Come back. Or generate movement and push us away to become top player. Come back. Just like push me off you. I want bottom player to create frames, generate movement to get your back off of the mat. Okay? Does everyone understand your scaled options for the wins? Okay? One. Yep. So I have no connections in his elbow space. I win by locking my hands around an arm. I don't care what it looks like. If that's very easy for you, I want you to get under both arms and lock your hands. If that's very easy for you, I want you to get under both arms with locked hands and cover hips from the front or from the back. You guys understand? 1, 2, 3. Stealing that from Greg, I don't care. Pause for a second. So I want you to have inside position on his arms, and he's not having anything under your elbow. Both your arms tied to your body. Yes. Go. Bottom player, keep your hands in your partner. Don't let them get inside your elbows. Push them away. Make motion. Get your back off the mat by getting back to a guard, standing or reversing. Top player, don't let his hands touch you. Hold him down and get inside of his elbows. We can go anywhere around the body. We don't have to stay perpendicular in that side control example I showed. It's up to you guys, whatever win condition top player's looking for. If you meet whatever condition you want to meet, just tap your partner like, all right, I won. Keep your hands on them. It's okay sometimes to like use this kind of shucking motion, but I want you to keep your hands on him and push him off of you, okay? Good, stay on top, hold him down. If they build up the front head, Keep going. If they build up the front headlock, keep going until they like truly face you. Good. Let's try to get around those legs. Hold them down. Cover hips and shoulders. Get closer, get closer. Good, that's a win. It really wasn't. I just wanted to reset. Nice, so try to get your legs back in front. Keep your hands on them. Nice. Oh. Lock your hands to win. Keep shucking, keep shucking. Try to get higher, try to get higher. Nice. If you want to try and cover hips to win, get underneath at least one arm first. Okay. Good, G. Keep your hands on them. Use it to help you get your back off the mat. Nice. Keep building. Keep basing. No, yeah, keep, go, rotate. Nice. Stay behind him, G. That works. Can't raw dog class right now. I gotta take notes. We're again on your back, head facing me. Just say a little bit. Yeah. So we're gonna still cover a similar situation of side pinning and isolating, segmenting and isolating arms. But we're going to start not from some degree of perpendicularity, but being parallel to our partner's spine. We're still trying to cover hips and shoulders at the same time. Top player, you win by getting to, top player wants you to stand top, hold your partner down, and look to segment your partner's arms by creating a circle around a head and arm from wherever it is, or isolating an arm any way you want. Your job is to submit your partner. But I want you to use the initial process of clearing hands, isolating limbs, again, be it a head and arm, just a head, or just an arm, to help you find a submission. You also win by getting to chest or chest to back with hips covered, mount, back with hooks, okay? Bottom player, same thing. Get your back off the mat by standing, getting to guard, or reversing. Go to your back one more. Every time you guys flip-flop, I'm gonna change it from bottom player having inside position on my arms. The next time you guys rotate, top player has inside position on bottom player's arms. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Stay on top, hold your partner down, cover hips and shoulders at the same time while you look to segment arms, heads, try to submit them. Go. Cover hips and shoulders at the same time. It's not going to be 100% coverage of both simultaneously. We're trying to get some degree of coverage.
Does bottom player have to submit if they reverse or just reverse?
Just get your back off the mat, standing, reversing, or getting back to guard. But you can use the threat of submission to help you get your back off the mat. Good, push him away from you, get your legs back in front. Get onto your side. Yes, don't stop, don't stop. Try to get both feet between you and your partner. Push him away. Nice, get up, get up, get up, get up. Nice. I think, like, go on your knees for a second. Seeking this is like always I think a good like guiding star. Even if this technically is both feet inside. Okay, don't stop until you get something like this. Even if you don't get this specifically, looking for this is going to help you achieve the goal. Don't settle for a bottom Turk, you know. What'd you get, Owen Jones?
That was the heel.
Oh. Good, cover hips and shoulders, good. Get his hands off you, try to make a circle around his neck, arm and neck, or just an arm. Keep his legs away from you. Good, keep going. He's got to get his back off the mat. Hold him down, get behind. Oh. Jesus Christ. I thought you guys were going to stop and just kept going. Keep your hands on him, push him away. Get them away from your shoulders. Should have included if you're in direct pursuit of a submission, even if you have hips covered, keep going. I really hope all the voice notes I've been making this past hour have been audible. Good, keep his legs away from you. Stay close to his shoulders. Nice, grab his wrist. Yes, keep that figure 4. Good. Let's try to twist his arm behind his back. Keep that figure 4 and stay on top. Keep him on his back. Nice. Keep him on his back. Stay close. Stay close. Get his arms off of you. Yes, yes. Go around his legs. Cut the corner. Cut the corner. Yes, keep twisting. Keep cutting, keep cutting, keep cutting. Side to side. Nice. Go under the legs, yeah, get behind. Keep going, keep going. Submissions are live. Yes. Keep your legs between you and him. Nice. Let's try to get the boots in. Good. Just don't fall straight back. Yes. Get the other one in. Get closer. Get closer. You can get on top too. Get on top. Get on top. Get on top. Nice. Go turtle for a second. Elbows and knees. No, go on your elbows and knees. Sometimes like people will try to take the back and they'll pull someone straight backwards.
Oh, they messed their ankle.
Yeah, just you really hurt somebody. You didn't do that, but it's just like that's why I'm so adamant about making games take them to their hands, keep their hands on the floor. Go in. Sort of start. We're both standing, always pointing our hands, head, and bodies at our partner. We're going to look to get more hands on our partner than they have on us, looking to grab wrists, elbows, and head. We're trying to either force our bring our partner's arms contracted to their body or extend them away by getting their hands to the floor. While doing that, you win by locking your hands around your partner. You win the game. Front headlock does not count. But we can use this to help us always bring hands to floor or hands to the body and lock hands anywhere around our partner's body, excluding front headlock. Okay. Making connections, contracting, extending. Come back up. We're always trying to face our partner, so that means, don't move. If I can face him without him facing me, this is good. Keep that in mind while playing this. Okay? one person stay in twice, then the next person takes their role. Okay, go. Remember, front headlocks are not a win. Getting to the foot, to the knee, yes. It's not as many consequences failing a shot. Our hands, our elbows, our head are lines of defense. We're trying to clear them. It's recording. Okay. What's that? Just make a circle. Nice. Huh? Make it uneven. And when it comes to body locks with an arm included, you guys are advanced enough to know what a contracted arm is, like an illegal pick up and dump in high school wrestling versus over-unders. Use your discretion, okay? Over-unders doesn't count, but a pinned arm with a body lock does count, okay? Keep going. Nice. Getting more hands on our partner than they have on us. We're pinning their arm to their body or trying to make their hands touch the floor to help you lock hands around their body or leg. Good, lock it up, lock it up. Nice. Heavy hands, heavy feet, Ryan. Lock your hands, keep building. Heavy feet. He's not allowed to move you, Ryan. Nice. Use your connections to make his hands go toward the floor or toward his body. Throw it by, shuck it by. Nice. Use your head, use your head. Yes. Be patient. Go to him or let him come to you. Don't reach. Yes, extend. Extend his arm. Ryan, don't extend your arms for them as much. It's not that it's wrong, just realize they're trying to make you extend. Don't do it for them of your own volition. Okay. Nice. Remember, guys, front headlocks aren't to win. There's very little consequence to shooting and getting a bad shot. Ideally, hips off of the floor with a connection. It's up to you guys. Your guys that are advanced enough to have discretion here. Nice. Give him base and take it away. Oh, keep getting behind. Keep getting behind. Be patient. Nice. Get your feet behind them before you throw. Yes. Time. Oh, I think I got a splitter in my back. Yeah. Less consequence. Standing. So facing your partner, it's like a very simple and broad concept. It's not just we're facing each other, I'm facing him, he isn't facing me. There's degrees of facing someone. We're facing each other, we're still facing each other, but I'm facing him a little bit more than he's facing me. And you can go to this whole spectrum of being able to face your partner. Same thing, go hands on the floor. Ryan's not facing me, he's facing the floor. Keep that in mind from every position, okay? You have the back with hooks in, make them face the floor. If you're behind someone in general, you have their back, they can't really interact with you, right? We didn't evolve to do stuff back here. Don't let someone get in front of you, or stay in front of you. Now we're gonna start any connection to a leg on any aspect of your body. I want you guys to change it a little bit every time. Attacker, you win. Attacker, I want you to always maintain control of your partner's leg and move them around where you're trying to get their hand to the floor. You win the game by getting your partner's hips to the ground, or go like quad pod after I have a single. Getting hooks in on your partner. Doesn't have to be both. I just want you to cover the front of your partner's body with hooks. I want to be very clear, go quad pod. I do not want you guys jumping over. Well, you two can. You definitely not. Take them to their hands, get their hips to the floor. Yeah, for you, just hips to floor. Okay. We don't have to stay with a single leg. You guys can do whatever you want. But I want you to try to get hands to the floor before getting hips to floor. Okay. It's not a requirement that you have to meet this condition before that. But I want you to get the hips to floor as a consequence of getting hands to floor first, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Defender, free your leg to neutral or become attacker. If Ryan has my leg, I'm able to start picking up or something. The game keeps going until he escapes, becomes attacker, or I win. Okay? If you guys become disconnected or we're not disconnected, but there's no immediate takedown chain happening. I hope that makes sense. Okay? 1, 2, 3. See how well you do. Go. That's something with this method. People say like, oh, we were doing this for years. It's nothing new. Like, yeah, they're not wrong. It's not as structured and researched as it is now. I try to figure it out. But if you feel like you're just fucking owning somebody, put constraints on yourself. You know, I don't have to tell you to not lock your hands. Make it hard for you, but like still good training. Yes. guys pick up his leg, grab by the ankle. Ryan, don't face the floor. Yes. Move him around, move his leg around. Nice. Start by his foot, yeah. Circle, circle. Whenever you have a leg, it's just a consequence of being bigger. Just keep their hands on the floor for as long as you can. Okay. Yeah. I remember seeing, I forgot his name, but Yanni, some like really, I think he's like NCAA champ. Someone's like, oh, do you think you can beat Khabib in a wrestling match? It's like, you have shoes on? Oh yeah, definitely.
Forgot who said it, but someone said it was like it's good, but it's back. It's like you'll have better grip, but like it's easy to get heel hooks. I think they said.
Yeah, it can be. Because the shoe will move independent of your foot sometimes too. He's just trying to keep your hands on the floor. He's not going to try and take you down. Same thing, escape or become attacker. Climb, climb, climb. Big chest, big chest. Extend your spine. Higher, higher. Oh, that's the death one. Ooh. I thought you hurt your foot.
Nah, like laying on my elbow, so like jacked it.
Ooh.
You good? Yeah.
All right. Just literally one, stand up for a sec. Literally one time. Grab my foot. Give me your foot. Start with this. Not for the rest of the round. I just want to see once. No, I just wanted to see what would happen. It's probably ascientific, but Sometimes I just think of like the dumbest, funkiest, randomest positions that like have some stability and be like, let's go from here. Damn, I just thought of such a good one too. Like the single leg game, first variations like just move your partner around, move their leg around different aspects of your body. That's such a good precondition of like, all right, you gotta move their leg to do two or more aspects of your body before trying to take them down.
Yeah.
That would be fucking good. Damn.
I saw that coming in slow motion.
Islam hit that on somebody in one of his last fights, and then someone did in the gym the next day. And I was like, oh. I think so. Yeah. All right, one more fuck around. Put one knee down. Or put this knee down. Grab my leg. And grab your leg. Start from this. You can start with a hand on the floor if you need. No, you still got to get on top and try to wrestle. Go one more. Just don't let your hips touch. Really fight for it. Even if it means letting go. I'll experiment with that later. Just back to regular. Sure, that'll be a good, very low variability, easy game, or starting position for a very broad game. Falling body weight that's uncontrolled, it's just not reliable, you know?
It's not good at practice. In tournament, they're nice and
Well, I mean, don't be like, hey man, and then.
Yeah. But you're talking like scissor leg
Oh.
takedowns.
Hey, you see that one guy like masters 3, just, huh,
Yeah. Oh, dude.
just
his
walks
knee-
it off like nothing.
His knee just like.
Stay standing and face away from me. Wide feet, wide feet, wide feet. Yeah, we're to start. Belly up, open guard versus standing player facing away. Bottom player has grips on the feet. Your feet are anywhere between their legs. Your job is to stand up while locking hands around your partner, get on top, or submit, but you're not allowed to finish with a leg submission. You can use leg entanglements and the threat of those submissions to help you stand up with locked hands, become top player, or get to a different submission threat. But again, we're not allowed to finish on the legs. Top player, your job is to stay on top, hold your partner down, and lock hands around your partner's waist any way you can. Waist or shoulders, it's up to you guys. Just make a connection to center mass. Okay? Face your partner, stay on top, hug his hips or hug his shoulders. Okay? Go. Good. Stay looking for that other leg. I'll change it to bottom player, stand up, or get on top, or submit. You don't have to keep your locked hands around partner if you want to stand up. Okay? You can just kick away and stand up if you want. Oh, Levi Jones Leary. The leg's already passed. Nice. It's kind of a debate I've been having with some coaches. What is top pin? If you have their back, but they're laying on top, you use the top. Chest to back, you're behind them. Chest to chest, you're on top. Consider those top position. If his hands are heavy, his feet are light. Good, make your feet heavy. Good, let's work to a pin. Good, that's a win. Keep rotating, keep rotating. Keep your feet out the middle. Yes. Keep your hips attached to his shoulders. Same thing for bottom player, stand, submit, or get on top. Top player, any pin, or submit at any time with any submission. If there's immediate threat of submission, the game keeps going no matter what the other conditions are. Okay? Stay on your back. Put your back on the mat. No, put your back on the mat. Yeah. And grab his ankles with your hands. Ryan, put his feet in the correct position, or good position. Yeah. Grab his feet, grab his feet. Yes. Go. Oh, little cat dog. Good. Extend, extend, extend. Good. You could submit. Second leg, second leg. Let's get to the other leg. Bind, bind, bind. Nice. Good, keep going, keep going. Good, let's start basing. Build. Yes. Yes. Nice. Just need some ironing out, but I think there's something here. At least the starting position with certain tasks. Just need a clear idea of what affordances I'm trying to constrain constraining to afford. What am I trying to highlight? Which affordances? Cover his toes or split his legs open and pull your leg out. Good, let's use it to build. What was that sound? Oh my God. What was that sound? It sounded... Oh my God. Maybe a better starting position would be top player cupping heels or stuffing feet.
Yeah, so maybe a little, like grabbing toes.
It might be better for who I'm trying to work it toward.
Alright, right there. Yep. Don't let his hands hit your shoulder. Try and turn your face. Yep. You're gonna slide off the top. Turn your face, turn your face. Keep your hands locked. Keep your hands connected to something.
Face his hips. Keep facing the hips.
So I'm with Connor, like half 30 around with you. It's like a stark contrast of different bodies. It's really interesting. It's good. Because I'm scrambling with you, so I'm already kind of winded. And I have to like slow it down and he's so big and explosive.
Right, you know, every time you explode too, you'll be like calm and then you slips right back.
Face away from me and posted on a hand with your hip on the ground. Sorry. Yeah. But post on your hand. Yeah. We're going to start. Bottom player, hips on the mat. They're basing off of the floor with one hand. Top player has a tight waist on their partner. You can start with your hands anywhere you want as top player. My job is to get to any chest on chest or chest on back pin with hips covered. Your stomach. We're looking to remove our partner's bases from hands to elbows. Ow. Oh,
Did I get you?
That's right, Mike, thank you. From elbows to shoulders. Same thing with feet to knees, knees to hips. I want you to prioritize removing bases, like I said, and getting inside of, underneath, behind, however you want to phrase this, their elbows to help you remove their hands, open up their torso, and cover. We also win by getting a submission at any time. Okay? Bottom player, face your partner with your back off the mat, standing, seated guard, reversing, it's up to you. Okay? 1, 2, 3. I didn't like the order of how I explain that game. You're starting with your hand posted on the mat as bottom player. Yes. Tight waist. Good. Go. Good. Just bringing forwards. Keep his head covered. That was a brutally gentle throw. I could see like the even surface area distribution on that. That was really nice. let's try to split his feet with our feet. Keep building, keep building, keep building. A little more. Stay behind it, stay behind it. Good. Face his hips, Ryan. Keep your hips higher than his. This could be a good game. I really need to work on the language. Nice. Ooh. Hips to shoulders. Split his hands. Nice. It's very good training. You guys know if there's an immediate submission threat or you're behind an elbow, keep going. Good. Get higher. Closer, Ryan. Closer. Fold him. Keep him folded. You guys go. Just as arm and strangles with arms that we were exploring earlier, you could do an arm and strangle with the legs. Degrees of choke ability would be like feet crossed, and the closer and closer they get to their own hips, the tighter and smaller the circle gets. I would say don't put an arm and your head between their legs. Either two arms or no arms. It's not to say always and never right or wrong, but just be aware that that is something that could happen. If you focus on covering hips and shoulders, that shouldn't be something you have to deal with anyway. Face the hips. Get your knee between. Knees inside, knees inside. Look for a leg. Good. Good. Oh. Pull your knees to your chest. Yes. Take his back off the mat. Keep steering, keep steering. Good. Clear feet. Get to the hips. Keep his head covered. Good, Ryan. Good. Face the hips. Let's try to compress that other arm. Yes. That's interesting. Yes. Good. Let's try to contract that forearm. Hug the hips, hug the hips. Up, 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 up. Compress his spine, compress his spine. Fold him up. I don't know who was on top or bottom, but that was nice. That was fun.
Okay. Kept ending up in that triangle.
Ryan is just seeing him today. I don't know what's going on. Good. Oh, yes. Cover his hips. Put your knees in the floor. Nice. Get behind. Keep that claw. Good. Let's try to get an arm around just his neck. Good. Don't burn yourself out. Keep pummeling for that neck. Time. That's class.
Oh shit, good.